Live from downtown Detroit, home of WDIV and Click on Detroit, Local 4 News at 5 starts now.
Under arrest, police take 2 juveniles into custody in connection with the triple murder that took the life of a mother, her boyfriend, and her 5-year-old child. The grandmother emotionally responding after hearing the news.
Are you kidding me? You take my grandchild and you're 16? Where are your parents?
Good to have you with us today for Local 4 News at 5. Police announced those arrests in the case this afternoon.
Thanks to tips, they were able to track them down and get them into custody safely. Meanwhile, this crime has rocked the community and shattered families. Pamela Osborne spoke to the grandmother of the 5-year-old victim in the shooting. And Pamela, you watched that announcement along with her. I know she is devastated.
Yeah, Kimberly, and there's something she said that really stood out to me, and that is in light of what happened to Caleb, he belongs to this entire community, to the police officers investigating it, and you certainly got that sense here at DPD headquarters today. This was a heinous crime, and as we watch some of what police had to say at that press conference today, the moment of breakdown came for that grandmother when she realized just how young those 2 suspects actually are.
He was just 5. Why would you do that to him? You're not even an adult.
Shalisa Floyd again in a state of utter disbelief.
Unimaginable turmoil right now.
Today she learned the 2 people police believe to be responsible for the murder of her 5-year-old grandson Caleb Harris, his mother, and a 3rd person are only 16 and 17 years old.
I just can't imagine you pointing a weapon at a 5-year-old and killing my grandchild. He had to be frightened by himself like that.
Still no answer as to why, but the 2 teens who police have not named were taken into custody yesterday without incident. Police say the public played a huge part in helping them track them both down.
And on behalf of Homicide, thanking you very much for your help and your support.
The pain is unimaginable still, but Floyd is grateful to the public for their tips.
I can't even say how grateful I am.
She's also thanking investigators for their work in helping to get justice for a sweet little boy 5 days away from celebrating his birthday.
It's just inexcusable for anyone to get whatever the issue was, to get that outrage with whomever they were having conflict with, to bring a baby into this and kill them.
And there still is a lot of information that police simply aren't able to reveal just yet. But what they do say is that those suspects knew at least one of the victims. They were found in that neighborhood, and with them in custody now, there is no threat to the public. Reporting live in Detroit, I'm Pamela Osborne, Local 4.
Okay, Pamela, thank you. This afternoon, lawyers for Ethan Crumbly went before a judge to make the case to move him to a juvenile facility.
They say he is not getting the proper care and attention he needs in the Oakland County Jail. Priya Mann was following today's hearing. We did not, though, get a decision, right, Priya?
Yeah, that's right. The judge says he'll give his decision in writing. We expect that early next week. Now, the defense is arguing at 15 years old, Ethan Crumbly isn't safe in a jail filled with adults. But prosecutors counter, this is a young person who's accused of a mass shooting in a school and shouldn't be around other young people at Children's Village. And today, they revealed chilling new evidence against Ethan Crumbly.
He outlined a plan to stalk, rape, torture, and ultimately kill a female classmate.
Oakland County Judge Kwame Rowe allowed a deputy to remove Ethan Crumbly's right handcuff as the teen appeared in court in person. Prosecutors revealed new evidence in their case against the alleged Oxford High School shooter.
He expressed delight in torturing a family of baby birds, and he wrote about the joy he received in listening to them squeal as he killed them. He spoke of his admiration for Adolf Hitler and Jeffrey Dahmer.
Tuesday's hearing was the second time Crumbly's lawyers have argued he should be moved from the Oakland County Jail to a juvenile facility.
In the time leading up to these events, that my client was hallucinating, that he was seeing things, he was hearing voices, and that he had asked his parents to see a therapist.
Prosecutors say the 15-year-old is dangerous and should not be moved.
The defendant isn't who he appears to be. He allows people to see who he wants them to see, and only those close to him, such as his parents, would understand or recognize it.
The manager for Children's Village expressed concerns if Crumbly were moved from jail.
We've never had a situation like this involving a school shooting or a defendant who was going to, use the insanity plea.
Citing safety concerns, the manager said Children's Village had recently been placed on a temporary lockdown because of a shortage of youth specialists.
He is fascinated with violence, weapons, and seeing others suffer.
And prosecutors are arguing juveniles at Children's Village are not safe if Ethan is moved there. They also say they have troubling video and pictures of him allegedly mutilating birds, as well as journal entries that justified his future actions at Oxford High School. Interesting to note as well, prosecutors are not saying his name in court, saying they don't want him to have the additional notoriety. His parents will be back in court on Thursday. Reporting live in Pontiac, I'm Priya Mann, Local 4.
We'll be following that appearance too. All right, Priya. Now to a dreary, wet Tuesday all across Metro Detroit.
Today we got some rain, but we're talking about a little snow later on in the week, right, Paul?
We've got a lot to talk about this week because we've had pretty much everything. We've had the mild spring-like weather today, and we'll start with Storm Tracker 4 because we have spring-like showers in the area right now. You can see not everybody getting them, but we have some spots getting them. So let's zoom in on this spot right there. That's western Oakland County. You're getting the lion's share of it, nothing torrential or anything, just a good steady rain. Salem Township up to Wixom, Milford, South Lyon, Northville. You're all getting it right now. And basically temperatures are, well, you can not see temperatures because of the fog. No, actually, you can't see Michigan Stadium because of the fog. Notice, many of us are in the 50s, but that the front edge of that warm air has now made it south of Lapeer, actually slipped south. So Lapeer is only in the upper 30s, but temperatures for the rest of us dropping to near 40 by midnight as the cold front comes through. A lot to talk about in this forecast. We'll do that in a few minutes, guys.
Well, right now, state environmental officials working to find out what caused a possible chemical leak in Flat Rock.
It's happening on Huron River Drive, not far from Gibraltar Road. Victor Williams is there tonight. Victor, do they have it contained yet?
Kimberly, Devin, it is contained to this body of water that you see right behind me. Just the thought of another situation like this is a major headache for the people within the city limits.
What's in the water that's not supposed to be there?
The city of Flat Rock is seemingly dealing with yet another chemical leak, this time into a body of water parallel to the Huron River.
It's lighter than water. It's floating on top of the water. It has a bluish sheen to it, and it smells kind of like gasoline or kerosene.
At a press conference, Mayor Mark Hammond confirmed it was a fisherman that found the substance in the water on Monday evening.
But there's no need for the public to panic. There's no personnel health issues involved with this. It's strictly environmental right now, and we want to keep it that way.
So far, the EPA and Eagle are handling the investigation, the same crews that helped in the chemical leak at the Flat Rock Ford Assembly plant months ago.
We learned a lot from the last one, and that's one of the things that we did right away is to gather samples.
Aerial footage from Drone 4 shows booms that crews have placed in the water. These yellow tubes are being used to contain the substance in question. As of now, there's no idea what chemical may have spilt nor the source of the leak. One business majorly affected is a local metal company.
They're the closest business, so we've been working with them right away. They're also having effects from this as well. So they're having vapors in their plant. Right now, there's no indications of where it's coming from. It could be coming underground. It could be coming from the runoff from the snow melt. We really don't know.
And we'll be closely watching as they work to identify the chemical and the source. State leaders are also chiming in. In a statement, Senator Debbie Dingell says, quote, "My office will remain in close contact with all necessary federal, state, and local officials, and we are monitoring this situation closely. We will ensure information is readily available and communicated effectively as soon as we have more details on this emergency response situation." Also, a local park and animal shelter is closed while this investigation continues. In Flat Rock, Victor Williams, Local 4.
All right, Victor. President Biden is calling Russia's troop deployments into eastern parts of Ukraine the beginnings of an invasion. That move has triggered now harsh economic sanctions against Russia, with the president promising there will be more to come if Russia keeps stepping up its aggression. Alice Barr has the latest from Washington. Alice, good evening.
Good evening. Even as he rolled out those sanctions and announced new U.S. troop movements into NATO-allied countries in Eastern Europe, President Biden said he is still holding out hope for a peaceful diplomatic solution. President Biden addressing the nation today as his administration ramps up the rhetoric, now calling Russia's troop movements into eastern Ukraine an invasion.
This is a flagrant violation of international law, and it demands a firm response from the international community.
The president detailing harsh new sanctions on 2 large Russian banks and on Russian elites, as well as cutting off Russia's government from Western financing. The White House is still holding back its most punishing steps as leverage to prevent a broader attack.
As Russia contemplates its next move, we have our next move prepared as well. Russia will pay an even steeper price if it continues its aggression.
But some lawmakers argue it's past time to act with full force.
I will not be part of an appeasement movement that will lead to further conflict.
Today, Russia's parliament granting President Vladimir Putin full power to use military force outside of Russia. That, as Putin indicated, his order deploying what he calls peacekeeping troops could extend into eastern Ukraine, beyond the 2 enclaves that Russia already controls and has now recognized as independent. NATO-allied nations have more than 100 jets on high alert, and President Biden announced more U.S. troops will move into the NATO countries of Estonia, Latvia, and Lithuania.
These are totally defensive moves on our part. We have no intention of fighting Russia.
Top U.S. allies enacting their own sanctions, the U.K. targeting Russian banks and oligarchs, as Germany hit the brakes on a key natural gas pipeline from Russia. Those international sanctions and the prospect of war are rattling world markets and sending oil prices soaring. President Biden today promising to do all he can to protect Americans at the pump, while stressing that defending freedom will come with a price here at home as well. In Washington, Alice Barr, Local 4.